State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The give on the inside. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job.
There he goes. He's at the 10. And it's in there for a touchdown. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah State Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Right down the middle. Got his man to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Floats it out in space. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Utah State up-tempo. Muscling ahead on third and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Let's go! The give from the gun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Grabs it in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. Huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes
Lost one deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man all by himself. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The give to the tailback.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the counter. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll try the run. To get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now this offense will take the field again. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Adams. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Line getting set on 2nd down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He might want another play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of this.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And they get him down. Utah State up-tempo. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense, is wide open. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Under fire, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game, and you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Catch in the middle. It's Harmon. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Utah State up-tempo.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Aggies are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Utah State! And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. Breaks it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. The option look. Now the toss. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. And some room to work. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Utah State up-tempo. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the ground with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Utah State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Minnesota. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harmon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on second down. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
On the run, still looking. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking left. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.